Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy. I'm back with another one. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been doing this whole YouTube thing. I decided to do this by my phone here just to try it out, checking myself out here and everything. Yeah, I know I hadn't seen a lot of you guys in a minute. Some of you may remember me from back in high school or whatever, or some shit like that. Whatever, it don't matter. You know what I mean? So I'm doing this video here on my YouTube channel uh, because the New Year's is coming up. The New Year is coming up here, guys. It's about to come out. 2014 is coming up. I know a lot of people are doing this whole New Year's resolution thing. I'm gonna have a New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution gonna be like I'm gonna making money. I'm making money, or you know a lot of you modeling your life after Drake or some shit like that. Some doing really small stuff. You say you do it, but then a lot of times we don't do it. A lot of people don't do it. They don't do it. They don't go after it. Um, and instead the New Year's resolution thing only lasts about a week or maybe a couple months or something like that because realistically we don't set maybe goals. We don't set the objective for that. We're not making our we say we want it, but we don't really want it. We're not taking our true actions on it. You know what I mean? We're not setting those milestones. You're not building your life. As I guess I like to say, you're not building your life as a building blocks together. You're not doing it at all. You're just sitting there. You're saying one thing, but then you do another thing. And I noticed a lot in my 2013 years. Like I think I was like that too. I was saying a lot of stuff, and a lot of it just didn't go out right. I didn't follow through with it. I even sometimes I scheduled it out too. I was even more a little organized with it, and it still kind of didn't work. But this year, I noticed towards the end of the year there was a whole bunch of things crowded my mind. I learned that I had to focus on one thing at a time. I can't just you know not. I think you guys don't understand. You can't just have multiple things on your mind. It's like I had a lot on my mind that I wanted to focus on and do at the same time, but I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? It was other things that was factoring that out. Like my dating life was kind of getting on my nerves. My jobbing life, career, and stuff like that. The things that I'm doing now is just it was getting on my nerves, and I couldn't balance all of them out at once. So I decided to focus on one of those things at one time. Once you get that finished, just move on to the next thing. But you know what? I learned that towards the end of this year in 2013, I wanted to model my life after a lot of my role models, and I look up to a lot of black you know role models. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all might think that's kind of funny, but it's not. Especially with black people, that is it is. We don't really have a lot of role models. Our role models are these rappers. You know what I mean? A lot of times y'all think that stuff is cool, but it's really not. People like Drake or Mill Meek or something like that, or some past rapper like R. Kelly or something like that, or R&B singers, whatever they were doing back there in the past. That's what they're doing then, and they're not doing anything different now. They're not improving on anything here. They're just continuously doing the same thing. You see that with a lot of black people. They don't have a lot of role models to model their life after, and they model their life after maybe something like a rapper. Every black man wants to be a rapper or a entertainer in a way. He wants to be a basketball player, football player, or something like that. And those things are not too bad. It's not bad at all to say, to become. But this is the most common thing that we see. And keep in mind, people around the world is going to have opinions about that. You know what I mean? But I noticed that my role models, the people who I wanted to become, was more like, Michael J. White or Jive White, however you want to pronounce it. You know what I mean? Y'all know who that is. He played in a lot of movies. He was in one of the Batman movies. He was in the Batman Dark Knight movie. Um, he wasn't cameo or whatever. He was just one of those guys. I think he was one of the mugglers or hustlers in it. He was in that movie. You know what I mean? Him, the dude from in the Arrow series from Green Arrow. His name is I think it's David Ramsey or something like that. David Ramsey. I was reading up their profile. I mean, these guys were martial artists. They're actors, but they're martial artists too. You know, who else? Will Smith. You know what I mean? Smith, whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm out of my life after these black males. They've already done it. You know, women want these type of men. You know what I mean? They have something to show for themselves. They already build a status for something. They wanted something and they went after it. You know what I mean? It's that simple. They wanted something that in their life and they just went after it. And so this is what my role models are. You know what I mean? I want to get on their level. I want to get on their status. You know what I mean? So in 2014, the year 2014, a lot of my family members don't know that, but I like foreign languages. I like foreign languages. I love culture, and I love dealing with people outside of my own culture, not just black people. And I like sharing that part of life. You know what I mean? Culture, learning about other people's languages and how they live and how what was their life like as opposed to ours, and share that with each other. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be studying Italian. Only thing I just want to do is just get to a B2 level. Just want to get to an intermediate level as opposed to European standards of language learning. If you can go ahead and look that up too, it's a framework chart about it, about how your skills are measured on language learning. Where you want to be at as opposed to like you generally do think of beginner, intermediate to advanced, and I feel like I want to get to that intermediate B2 level, aiming a little bit towards that advanced level once I get there, being able to conversate and associate around, conversate about enough things. I may not know about everything, but just about enough to the point where I know for a fact I'm happy with my skills are at, and I feel like that's one place I'll be happy with. So this is what I plan on doing. It's not Leslie. I'm not even trying to focus on becoming extremely fluent, but just being good enough. That's my point. Being good enough for the point where I know for a fact I can conversate fairly well, good, and I can explain myself and explain a lot, and that's where I want myself to be. And I know some of you probably think, why are you studying that? Well, it's just like what I just said before. It's like I like foreign languages. I got plenty of friends on my Skype. They're from all around the world. A lot of them for China, Taiwan, Singapore, India, Indonesia, all over Asia, Russia. Hey, the world is a lot more interesting than America. America to me is boring to me. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. America is boring to me. So this is what I plan on doing in 2014. Studying Italian. I'll be improving my dating life too. Also, guys, I'm doing that hands down. I learned a lot here from 2013. 2013, the game with me with women wasn't right. It just wasn't right. It didn't go out right. You know what I mean? It really didn't. I got my experiences with it, but it just did. I didn't play my cards right with them. You know what I mean? And I know why that didn't work. It didn't work out so well. It was kind of based off of me. It was me. I'm gonna blame myself on it. It was me. And I know a lot of times, a lot of dudes out there like to prove themselves to other guys about women. I mean, I don't know what is there to prove with that. I mean, a lot of times you guys talk to women that's not even interested in you whatsoever. And you cats think you know how to play the game right, but you really don't. You can't talk to females that don't like you or who are not interested into you. Yes, I can. I could do that. I mean, reason why I say don't do that is because you have to put in a little bit more time for them. You know what I mean? You have to put in a little bit more time for them. If you want to put the time in to talk to some girl that just not feeling you, she's giving you these one word responses and she's just not feeling it. She may not be feeling maybe your ethnicity possibly or just your swag or anything that you're representing. She may not be feeling that whatsoever, and you feel like, damn, I'm not getting nowhere. Why are these bitches not liking me or whatever? Why these girls ain't liking me? It's because of that right there. You have to go for the ones that's interested in you. Man, these ladies already know the game. They already understand the game here. They're playing the game. They're playing you just as much as you playing them. You know what I'm saying? I know about the game. Trust me. Now a lot of people don't think I do, but I know about the game. I know what it's like, and I know which ones who are interested and who are not. And I'm not gonna be wasting my time with a group of women that's not feeling me. Okay, regardless of what ethnicity is, it doesn't matter if they're from the African culture, Hispanic, Asian. It don't matter. White, Caucasian, European. I don't care. If they ain't feeling me, you can't go. You can't go for it. You know what I mean? Go for your market. You gotta go for the girls that's interested in you. You know what I mean? And the ones you technically want, the ones you want, you have to market yourself to them. You have to sell your product to them. So this is why I was saying I was role modeling my life after those those people I was just telling you about, Michael J. White, David Ramsey, and all them. That these women want that. There are women out there who want that, who want to be with that. They want to marry that, you know, or you know what I'm saying. So this is why I'm be focusing on. Actually, I'm getting back into school. I'm know for a fact I'm doing that. It just depends on whether or not I'm going to go to school. I'm thinking about going to school for martial arts. I really want to do that hands down. Probably boxing, you know, boxing, some type of martial arts. I saw some classes for Muay Thai, whatever. I'm thinking about doing that too. So I don't know. But that's more a side thing. That's a whole side thing. That I'm not trying to really get into that. Mainly, the main things I want to focus on during 2004 is studying Italian, and my dating life, and getting back into school to get my career going. Those are the main things I wanted to focus on. The main ones. The main ones. The main ones I want to do. Okay. So this whole dating game, man, go for the ones that's choosing you. You know what I mean? You gotta go for them, man. It's that easy. Not that hard. You know what I mean? It's not the hard to talk to those women. The women that wants to talk to you, she'll talk a lot. Obviously, fellas. Obviously, she gonna talk a lot. She gonna have a lot to say to you. But if she don't want to talk to you, she ain't gonna have nothing to say to you. Giving you these one word responses. It's like, wow, she ain't interested. Leave that alone. You know what I mean? Go for the women that's giving you this eye time. Go for the ones that's giving you the signs. It's that easy. You know what I mean? This is what I was learning in 2013, and I'm applying more of it in 2014. Okay, so I'll be creating my whole milestone chart. I'll be creating a whole list of things. I'm like throughout the holiday season, since I'm not going to be able to go back home, I had no other choice but to work, and I'll be working on that stuff myself and see where that's going to help me. That's going to help. I'm just going to visually make it all out. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing during the holidays, and then 2014 I'll be posting a lot of my progress up, and you know what I mean. I'll just show you guys where I'm at. I'll be making more videos in 2014 for a fact, hands down. There's no doubt about that, and I'm real serious about it. You know what I mean. I'm real but serious about reinventing myself, building a better version of myself. This is what I'm about. Okay. So this is what I'm about. I'm not here to, play around. I'm done playing video games. For the people who want to hear me say that, I'm really am. I'm done playing video games. I'm done with that stuff, man. I don't play like I used to anymore. I'm a casual gamer. Okay, and I really mean that to the heart. I'm just a casual gamer. I don't care if I win or lose. I don't care about that stuff, and I'm just doing it for my enjoyment, just to have fun. I mean, you guys, well, I beat him at this. I beat him at that. I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter if you did beat me, but I'm beating you at the game of life right now. This is what I want to do. So that's about it. So life is a lot more bigger than playing the next, Mario game or whatever coming out. This life is bigger than that. I want a career. I want to get my life going here. You know what I mean? Even though I'm still in my 20s here, I want to get my life going. Okay. It's that simple. So, well, anyway, guys, I'll see you in a bit. It's been a while since I've been doing this. Tell me how y'all look. How y'all think I look here on this damn camera or whatever. I know it's been a minute, man. And y'all hadn't seen me in a while either, too. So I got pretty big out there. I'll be big. No. All right, anyway. All right, peace.